This exercise is so much fun and really interesting to find out how to mix the colours that you actually want. First, we start with quinacridone red. You can use any red. Then we just add a little bit more white each time, painting down the line until we get the least amount of red in the mix. This way you get to see all the colours. Next, we mix in a bit of black with it, and then we add some more white and bring it down in the range from the strongest colour to the lightest mix. And here I'll show you how I actually mix them as well. Then we add a little bit more white, trying to get from the darker shades to the lighter shades. This is so handy because sometimes the colours that you're looking for in a painting are those muted shades that have a bit of black in it or have a bit of dull colour, and you can't always tell, and they certainly don't just come from a tube like that. Next, we've got ultramarine blue, and this is a magnificent colour, particularly great for skies. And you can see as soon as you add the white to that pure blue pigment that it makes it sort of a chalky colour, and fantastic for sky work, so you'll need that a lot when you're doing landscapes. Then you just add a little bit of black to the dark blue. So this is just black to the dark blue pigment, which is ultramarine blue. And then what you find is this magnificent mix of colours. This one in particular, I often think of when I see Payne's Grey. I feel like that's how they've made that colour, which you can buy from a tube, or you can mix it yourself now that you know. And by adding white to that dark mix, as you've done, you get these incredible sky, cloud, stormy kind of colours that will be in the background somewhere. Then I've gone to lemon yellow, and that's a pure lemon yellow that I've mixed first, and then you can see it as I mix with the white going down and down in pigment of yellow and upping the white amount. You can see some beautiful sunshiny kind of colours or flower colours. Often this will be useful for flowers, for just getting some horizons in many times. And then you add black to it. Now, interestingly, when you add black to the pure yellow, you end up with this really dark green colour. And then look at this magnificent selection of gorgeous muted greens, like olive greens and things. And I would never have even thought you could mix yellow and black and get an olive colour. So this was so helpful for me, and I hope that it's helpful for you too. I often refer to these charts, and I'll label them at the end so that I can remake these colours a bit like a recipe. Then I've mixed red and blue together to get that really dark violet colour. As you add white to that mix, you get these incredible dusky colours. Now, you could also mix this heavier on the blue than the red to get a different colour purple. There are so many shades, it's hard to do them all. So then you add black to that mix, and you're in that, once again, that stormy sky, clouds area, which I would have had no idea how to make those colours. Often black and white added to a mix of colour gives you the most incredible selection of tones. And look at all the colours we're making here, and we started with 3 primary colours and then just adding black and white to them. Then we've got the ultramarine blue and the lemon yellow together, and you get a really vibrant green. Once again, you can add more yellow and more blue at this stage to change the tone of the colour, and then you're just bringing it down in colours to a paler version, so just adding white to that mix, and you get some beautiful greens, great for trees, really handy. But wait till you see when you mix the black in with it as well. You get this, once again, these undefined colours that you can't really put your finger on what you'd name them, but they're so important in painting. When you're trying to find a colour, it's very rare that you paint in the primary colours or even the secondaries. They're all shades of tones of colours, and it's very difficult to find them just off the top of your head. And if you're anything like me, I was way overboard with the amount of pigment that I'd use, and it turns out that it was actually a small amount of colour needed and lots of black and white to get those tones that are hard to find. Here I've done yellow, the lemon yellow and the quinacridone red together to create a beautiful orange as it heads down to a peachy colour. Then you add a little bit of black in the mix, and oh, there we go, we've got brown and various shades of brown. So very interesting. And this is my trick at the end, is basically writing a recipe. Quinacridone red and white, quinacridone red and black and white, ultramarine blue and white, ultramarine blue, black and white, lemon yellow and white, lemon yellow and black and white, ultramarine blue, quinacridone red and white. I have to think about this. There's a lot of words in these sentences. Then you've got quinacridone red, ultramarine blue, black and white. Then you've got ultramarine blue and lemon yellow and white, ultramarine blue, lemon yellow, black and white. Then you've got that delicious quinacridone red, lemon yellow and white. Then you've got quinacridone red, lemon yellow, black and white. Woohoo! There you go. Enjoy.